let's talk about the room that you are most influenced by, but you may not know it. This is the room where we spend anywhere between 6 and 12 hours a day. And most of those times our eyes are closed and we are not paying attention, which makes this room even more important because we are being affected by it in an unconscious state. And that room, if you haven't already noticed, is the bedroom. The bedroom is the month that we are talking about this month in the Chaos to Calm community, and it is one of the most important rooms that we can have. Now, this room symbolizes our self-care, our partnership, our rest, and so more than almost any other space, these areas of our lives are the ones that are the most kind of vital and important to our health and well-being and nourishment. Rest, obviously, because without sleep, our body is not a happy camper. Our mental health suffers if we don't sleep well. Every single area of our life is negatively affected by not getting enough rest. And when it comes to partnership, this is one of the things that I think society is struggling with most now because so many people are feeling lonely. Even if you're in partnership, you might be feeling lonely. And so having that authentic, real, deep connection is super important. And this is the epicenter of that. And this is also the room for our own connection with ourselves. So this area is where oftentimes we feel most authentically ourselves, or we can let our guard down, right? Because this is where we go to sleep. We disrobe here, we sleep here. It's our most vulnerable place. And so who you are is really present here in this space. And what I want to talk about right now is the idea of using the bedroom as your manifestation playground. Now, I've done classes about this before, decluttering romantic relationships, but I want to talk specifically about using our bedrooms as a form of manifestation. And again, this is so important because this is where you are so many hours of the day, and primarily when you are asleep or in an unconscious state. And so we are extra affected by the energies around us. Now, if you look at the principles of like feng shui, that talks about, okay, don't have things underneath your bed. If you want to be in relationship, items in pairs, and that is all really important. But I know that a lot of people struggle because you might have smaller houses or you have too much stuff for the spaces for your own comfort, and you're trying to do the best you can. So instead of giving you some rules that you have to follow, I'm going to say that every single item in your home has a frequency. It has a vibration that it's sending off. And you can also think of it as like it is talking to you. It's saying something. It's expressing itself. And so you are affected by these energies all the time based on what is around you. And so if in your bedroom you have a lot of things that bring you stress or overwhelm or fear or resistance, you're kind of infusing yourself with that when you sleep. And so I'm not saying you have to pare down everything that doesn't feel good. I'm just saying, what if we just like rearrange so that the space that you are sleeping in, the space that your unconscious is being like saturated in overnight, has more things that bring you joy, has more things that infuse your body, your mind, your soul with the things that you want to experience and create in your life. And we can look at this in a few different ways. So one is just actual items and what they mean to you, right? So your own personal experience with those items. It can also be textures, colors, imagery, right? Like we get to choose. So this is, welcome to my bedroom. This is my bedroom. And so you'll notice the imagery that I have is like, it's kind of soft and kind and loving and warm. And I have living plants in here and things that bring me a lot of joy. And that's what we want to be thinking about for you. Is like, what is the energy that you want to feel when you're in your bedroom? And if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know I always ask the same 3 questions when we organize any space, which is, what are the 3 to 5 activities you want to do in this room? How do you want to feel in this room? And what do you want this space to look like? Those 3 questions, the answer to those, actually give you your guidelines for what you're going to keep in this space. So for me, it's a space where I want to sleep, and it's a space for deep rest and romantic connection, right? So anything that's not related to those things is not in here. But when it comes to anything else that lives in here that's like, say, more functional, I'm really watching out for textures and colors. I'm watching for things, one of the things that I want to feel in my bedroom is calm, right? I want to hit the pillow and pass out. I don't want to feel overly energized when I'm in this space. I want to feel calm and peaceful. I want to be able to rest easily. Super important to me. So a lot of my textures are really soft. Like I am like all about these very soft textures, really kind of like muted colors. I am looking for calm and peace. I like almost want to feel like I'm being like rocked to sleep. And so thinking about your bedroom, you want to kind of, again, set those intentions and ask yourself, like, okay, what do I want to feel? And maybe right now, when you're getting organized, you can't only have things that you love or bring you joy or bring you comfort and soothing in your bedroom because there's too much stuff. And I get that. So can you swap? Can you say, okay, great, underneath my bed, instead of having all of these boxes of tax records, I'm gonna swap that out, put those in the hall closet and bring my linens and put them in boxes underneath the bed because linens are soft and they're cozy. And that's an energy that I would like to have around me when I'm sleeping. But like anxiety about finances or paying taxes, no, thank you very much. So we can just even start off by swapping, because I don't think we talk enough about organizing as a long-term endeavor, organizing in layers, feeling like it's okay to not do it perfectly. If you don't give me that like perfect Pinterest transformation the first time, it could take you months, years, decades to be learning to live with this clutter in a new way. And so what I want to have you do is to take that pressure off of yourself from feeling like you need to have it all together and you're failing if you don't, to thinking of this as a self-care exercise. And this bedroom is one of our major self-care spaces. And so let's start here. Let's start with the room that you are most affected by in your unconscious state. How can you look around at your space and decide, okay, great, what do I love? What brings me joy? What actually do I feel really uncomfortable with? What do I not want in this space? Decluttering can simply be removing the things that you don't like from one room and putting them into a room that you are less frequently in. And I know that sounds like I am allowing you to hedge on organizing, but we have to do this in layers because organizing is so complex and so overwhelming and so stressful. And you deserve to have this not feel horrible to you. And so do it lightly. Start to make shifts, because what you'll notice is that as you shift your energy, as you shift the energies of your space, organizing will feel less daunting. It will feel less stressful. It will feel less annoying because you are actually like lightening your energy up and you're shifting the spaces in your home, which allow you to make greater transformations more quickly. So I very much encourage you to trust your instincts, trust your gut. Look around at your bedroom. Is there anything in here that you can remove that will make you feel like you can breathe better? And great if you can donate it, great if you can throw it away. Perfectly acceptable if you move it to a different area where you are less frequently in, because this is one of our primary spaces where we need the energy to be really dialed in. So it is totally okay to allow yourself to have this space be in transition. Now, the other question that you can ask yourself is, what can I add to this space that's going to add to the quality of my life? So is there any imagery that you want, right? Is there any textures that you want? Is there anything that you can provide yourself here? Functional, aesthetic, whatever it is for you, that will bring you a sense of calm, peace, joy, whatever you want to feel in this space. Integrate those. Sometimes when we're organizing, we start by removing things. Sometimes we start by adding things, because if you don't have the right things around you, there's that energy that it's almost like for a lot of people, it feels like, well, there's no point in even starting. There's no point in even doing this because really, like, if it's not perfect or if I don't have the right thing, so get the right thing. Do it backwards for how the rest of the world is doing it. I don't care. It's not backwards to you. It's how do you be more effective? How do you reclaim the spaces of your home and allow yourself to create spaces that support you, that make you feel strong, make you feel empowered? That's what I want for you. If you want to come join me and organize your bedroom alongside of an amazing community of people who are also walking the same path you are, join me at starhansen.com/community. And for more tips and organizing tricks, follow me here. Have a great day.